Hello and welcome back, everyone. Here we are. We're back for another Legacy video today. So, if you guys watched the first one, this is the second video with Esper Vial from Mason, one of our Patreons in Legacy. The first video I did was just a test run. It was my first league with the deck, and I was just trying to learn the deck, learn the ins and outs of it. We made a couple mistakes. Unfortunately, I don't think there was a lot more I could have done differently that would have turned out better for those matches. But yeah, so this is our second league through with the deck. We're going to try it out. It's the exact same 75. We'll go back over real quick in case you didn't watch that first one. So 3 swords to plowshares, which of course for those of us in Modern, it's a path to exile, except instead of searching for a land, they gain life. 4 brainstorms, 4 aether vials. Of course, aether vial, the namesake of the deck, Esper Vial. 2 charming prince, 3 meddling mage, 4 baleful strix, 1 peacekeeper, 4 recruiter of the guard, 1 flicker wisp, 2 skyclave apparition in the main, 1 hullbringer in the main, 1 opposition agent, 1 plague engineer, 2 soul herders, 1 palace jailer, and 1 venser alongside the 4 force of wills, because of course we're a blue deck, so therefore we want the force of wills. In the sideboard we have 1 surgical extraction, 2 more plague engineers because plague engineer is great, 1 Lavinia for opposing force of will decks and for against the 0 mana artifact decks, a wasteland, 2 force negations, the second hull breacher, 2 Gilded Drake, which says when Gilded Drake enters the battlefield, exchange control of Gilded Drake and up to 1 target creature an opponent controls. If you don't or can't make an exchange, sacrifice Gilded Drake. This ability still resolves if its target becomes illegal. 1 Swords to Plowshares, 1 Aether Swarm Catanist for combo, 1 Remorseful Cleric, kind of a tutorable temporary rest in peace, 1 rest in peace, and the 3rd Skyclave Apparition, because this is the best card in our entire 75, at least based on our first set of tests. Sideboard we have, mana base, we have 2 Wastelands and a Caracas as kind of utility lands. We saw in the first video, Caracas and Venser is a ridiculous little setup we can have to really flex into an opponent and really shut them out of playing Magic. Alright, so we're going to go hop in around 1 here, and hopefully we do a little bit better than last time. I almost forgot. If you guys want to see your deck play on the channel, go and check out my Patreon in the description below. And if you guys want to play this deck, the link for it with the deck list is in the description. But also, there is a Mana Traders referral link. Use my referral link. If you sign up using that link, it helps me out a little bit, but also can help you get started on starting to rent cards. That way you don't have to spend an absurd amount of money buying a collection on MTGO, which of course digital cards don't really do you much. But yeah, alright, let's hop in round 1. Alrighty, on the play for round 1. Looking for... Yikes. Okay, I think this hand's fine. We have the Force Will, and we have Brainstorm as well as a Wasteland, if that's a matchup we're interested in, or a card we're interested in this matchup. I kind of like having the Wasteland in matchups just to have, just in case we do need it. Of course, I do wish one of these Brainstorms was an Aether Vial, but our hand right now is not a very Vial-friendly hand. We only played against 1 combo deck last time. Urborg. That means we're likely playing against lands. Thoughtseize. That means we do need to get an island. We need a Brainstorm. Okay. So we brainstormed to hide our Force of Will, because I assume they are the lands deck. but I don't want to risk being wrong there. Feeling like I might be now. Interesting. Sylvan Scrying. I think we let that happen. Ooh. At least I didn't think about that one. Alright. We're going to Plains. Crop. Rotation. Because I'm assuming they're the lands deck, and likely what would happen here is they wasteland our wasteland. We go to wasteland something of theirs. They crop rotate out that land into a whatchamacallit. There is the wasteland. Oh, they get Force Will. So I don't really want to play a land here because I don't want to give them another target for their wasteland. So I think I'm just gonna pass the turn here. Thespian Stage. Now that is a scary concept. Okay. Choosing not to use it. Just really don't want to give them a window. Although maybe we were supposed to wasteland this earlier. Yeah, because now it's in their control. All right, let's make them do it. I mean, this should get rid of it. Yeah. I don't want to exile this because I don't want to give them a chance to use crop rotation in case they already have a second piece. I could also just be way overthinking this. Yeah, I could, like I said, I could just be way overthinking this. We definitely want this other wasteland. I think we want surgical. I think we're gonna want the other swords. Maybe forces. I'm not sure if that's where we want. I know we want some number of force of wills. Maybe gilded drakes, but I think that might just be doing too much. I don't think Hull Breacher is where it's at in this matchup. I'm not sure if Plague Engineer is where it's at either, because, again, they're likely only going to have really one creature. Peacekeeper is good. Caracas is great. Do I want to just add another land? I think I'm going to cut a Flooded Strand for the Wasteland. Maybe I won't bring in... Actually, let's just bring in the Surgical and not bring in the Force of Negations. Just leave it at that. Okay, this hand looks great. We're going to keep it. Great news is they just have turn 2 combo. We have a Force Negation, or Force of Will. I'm also not just going to lead on Wasteland, because I don't want Wasteland to get wasted by theirs. It's one of our best cards in this matchup. Plus, flyers can block Merit Lage, even though it's indestructible, which in theory can buy us time. If they Thoughtseize us on turn 1, pretty sure we just have to let it happen. If they take the Aether Vial, that sucks. But they're more likely going to want to take the Force of Will. In this matchup, lands are a premium for us, so Wasteland, Caracas, those are all really powerful cards. This is a matchup that hasn't changed too much from the Legacy I'm used to, which was, of course, around the time when Grixis Control was an actual deck in the format. Well before Oko. From what I've seen, Oko has kind of made Grixis and decks like that just don't play him or Teferi just not good. Now, I could be completely wrong, and that could just be my overview of the popular and successful tournament decks. It's possible the 5-0s could have plenty of success with Grixis. But in my experience... Yeah, a Confluence, Thoughtseize. Duress. Alright, you can take whatever you want to take here. I'm assuming we see Force of Will go, or Aether Vial. Baleful Strix is kind of redundant. If you don't care about me forcing, I can kind of see you leaving me with one of the Strix, so I have to pitch the other, but the weak spot there is if I draw any other blue spell, I just pitch that instead of the Strix. Generally against Force of Will, I think it's better just to take the Force of Will if you're worried about it. I think the card they're really worried about is Wasteland, but you can't take Wasteland, so you gotta take Aether Vial or Force of Will. Which is a tough decision. They take the Aether Vial because they have a bad hand at the moment. And they clearly don't want me running around on them. Much as I hate to say it, I do feel like that needs to get forced. All right. Makes land. That is a problem. So obviously this just gives a creature shroud, but the big detail here is their land. All right. Fetching. Swamp. Fetching. Island. Strix. Well, Peacekeeper is technically a good one. Okay. Well, I'm going to fetch here. Myself planes. Play Recruiter. Grab me a Soul Herder. Attack for 1. Okay. Another Tundra. Soul Herder. Attacks. Choose not to play land again this turn. Yes. Recruiter. Pump. Search. Yes. Yeah, this is the part where I really wish I still had my, whatchamacallit in my hand. Uh-oh. Thespian Stage. Nope, just outright Dark Depths. Okay. Wow. And that was a great draw. Yep. Alright, so the order this is going to have to go in is I'm going to have to put Peacekeeper into play. Doing it now? Okay. That's fine. Changes nothing. No. I'm going to play the Tundra out. Give him a chance to destroy it. Yep, I just want to draw a card. Alright, there's a Force of Negation, or Force of Will, so we got forces. Yep. Okay. Alright. Vial. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's go Skyclave. Depending on what they're drawing in hand right now. Yes. Yep. Draw for turn. Baleful Strix. Boom. Skyclave. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Another Skyclave. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to force it. I think shutting off my Aether Vial is inconvenient enough to me that I don't want it to happen. Boom. Skyclave. Sack another land to give it Shroud. Yes. Put that in play. Perfect. Yes. Yep. I want Charming Prince. No, I'll take Venser. All right, we got there. Yep, at this point, it was just a matter of time before we finally got rid of their stuff. So, slow, grindy one, but we got there. I'm not sure if that was the most well-played-out game we could have had, but it felt good. It felt like we kept them locked down for the entire time. Peacekeeper, I talked so much shit on that card in my head, and before the match, I didn't want to play that card. In this league, I just didn't like it, but this is very clearly a situation where that card was just ridiculous. They had no answer to it, and it was just able to sit on the board, progress our board until we got them in a situation where we could take the Sylvan Safekeeper off the battlefield. Now, obviously, we just would have kept Phyrexian, or not Phyrexian, Plague Engineer. We would have been able to deal with it a lot sooner, but, you know, I screwed that one up. So, all right, on to round number 2. All right, back for round 2 on the play. This hand's fine. Yeah, this hand's fine. So, back when I used to play more often, this is definitely the kind of hand that I feel like would just... We can't play around Wasteland. We can only get one basic. Well, we need it to be a swamp, which is a land that we don't really have any need for right now. So instead, all right, so they're probably Snoko, which means we honestly don't really. Yeah, you're probably not going to be very useful in this game. We could save this to try and let's hit Oko, Thief of Crowns. Again, Oko is one of their scariest planeswalkers they have. Right now with Modern the way it is, it's not very much of a need for dual lands in a lot of decks, it feels. Although, if you've ever wanted to play Legacy or Vintage in general, oh, I may have made the wrong prediction here. Ew. 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 I see what we're doing here. We is a combo deck, eh? Okay. I hate to say it, guys, but we have not put ourselves in a winnable position here. Another Mox. Keep the new one around. What the fuck? I think we have to let that one go. Yikes. Another Mox Opal. Jesus. Alright, so Lavinia feels like it's coming in here. Maybe not. Painter's Servant. We can't counter it. Everything's blue. Pyroblast. Brainstorm. Yep, this is bad. Yep. So we just lose, right? Because this just... Yeah. Right, let's... Nope, I ain't got nothing. Yeah, they just untap and mill our entire deck. Okay. Alright, so we want... Force... Skullclave... I guess to the swords... So now we know what we're playing against, so we know what to do. We don't need that, because that's not going to be relevant. Palace Jailer, not likely to be relevant. Play Engineer, also not likely to be relevant. And... maybe Flicker Wisp, too. Let's try this. I don't have a lot of high hopes for this matchup. I saw Island, and then I saw whatchamacallit, and I just immediately assumed it was going to be Snowco. So here's the problem with this hand, right? It doesn't actually win us the game. Alright, this one's better. I have no Hull Breachers in the deck now? Nope, I still have one. I think we're going to put back the Plains and hope we draw stuff. So this is honestly the crappy part because our other hand was actually just better. Beautiful. Yep. So, when an opponent is searching their library, they exile each card they find. You may play those cards as long as they remain. Okay. That's what I thought, but I wanted to double check I understood how that worked. Let's go. This Soul Herder. To be honest, I'd like to not pitch Soul Herder with Force. But I 100% will if I have to. Beautiful. Alright, let's go. Meddling Mage. Let's go. Painted. Painter's Servant. Alright, let's see what we got here. Scrubland. I'm assuming here comes a Force of Will. Talk Rebuke, alright. Can't pay for it. Well, here's to hope they can't kill us in one turn. Well, there's that. Yep. The card, Skyclave. That's a good one. Alright, we're just going to pass here. I'm going to hold up the Force. Alright, we got there. Alright, cool. As it turns out, Opposition Agent's a dope card. I don't think we make any changes. The funny thing about these decks is they usually play a maxed out amount of Pyroblast because they're trying to make everything blue. I mean, alright. I don't know if this hand's going to be good, but it sure looks like it could be. Grindstone turn 1. Versus Bobble, okay. Yeah, you see Meddling Mage. Yep. Smart. Now let me catch you with Opposition Agent again. I love it. Boom. Painter Servant. Beautiful. Why are we lagging all of a sudden, MTGO? I think we're going to pass holding up Force Negation as well as Esper Vial and Opposition Agent all at once. H2, okay. Yeah, I'm going to let him draw 2 cards. I don't want to fight over the draw spells. Yep, and put that into play. Thinking about forcing it, eh? I think I have to let them have that counterspell. Just gonna keep it on 2 for now. So we can use Charming Prince as a way to protect something. Astrolabe is fine. That activates the Opal. Which one was also fine. Sure. Yeah, if I didn't counter the Thought Cast, I'm definitely not going to counter the... Ooh. You kept the wrong one, opponent. Well, I guess we could play Skyclave Apparition. Beautiful, another force, okay. Now I'm feeling quite protected. Braid. Casting force the old-fashioned way. Yep. Alright, we got there 2-0 on to round 3. Alright, this hand bothers me infinitely because we have only one blue spell, but it's the card we're going to want to play on turn 2. In addition, the rest of the hand is pretty good if they're not a like control or combo deck. If there's something a little more aggressive, Death and Taxi. The rest of the hand's good, so I'm going to keep it, but I have reservations for the record. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a scrub land now. Ooh. Okay, they could be burn or something like that. That would be tough to deal with. Or, here's a thought. They're none of the above. Like I said, Scrubland, Tundra, Strix. If they countered, I'm not gonna force a daze or anything like that. Why don't you just pay the days? That's so weird. Like, you set yourself back a turn by hard casting or by not hard casting days. So that's something. There's some kind of Delver. Oof. Well, I thought I was safe, but obviously they had freaking Wastelands. We can't force Wastelands, no matter how much I wish we could. I'm going to take a Lightning Bolt. Better than it going to my face than it going into my creatures. Alright, so they still have a land in hand. Okay, well, getting an island because I don't want to get wastelanded again. Do you have a fucking stifle? God darn it. That's why I fucking hate Magic sometimes. Recruiter, I want to get... It's a good Hull Breacher. Hull Breacher is obviously a lot better when it's a surprise. But... I don't really want to play anything, but I also don't really want to sit back and not... Like, obviously, if we play Vial, we can't play anything else unless they give us something to Swords. I'm just going to pass with the threat of Hull Breacher and Swords. So make them have to have an answer to our Hull Breacher if they're going to draw cards. Okay. Plains. Vial. This is good because this means I can still hold up Hull Breacher. I mean, they have a handful of cards, so like I don't know what they're doing. And obviously we're still very wastelandable here. Brazen Borrower. I mean, I can't do anything about that. Young Peasy. Okay. Meddling Mage. I mean, just gonna play the Vial out again, and we're gonna pass. I'm kind of gonna be forced to block with the Recruiter here. I don't really want to get dazed with Hull Breacher, and I feel like that's about to happen. Palace Jailer. Not a good card right now. Let's just put the Hull Breacher into play, I guess. While they're tapped out. Yep, down to 7. Them have 5 cards in hand. Jesus. Draw for turn. Force. Alright, well. Pretty happy about Force of Will here as a draw. Yep. 7 to 14. Effectively, it's 6 because of this force. I'm kind of in a bad spot here, too, because I don't want to play... I can take me off my black source, which sucks, but... Alright. These have 2 chain lightnings. Wow. I mean, better lucky than good, right? Okay, so against them we want our Plague Engineers, we want Skyclave, we want Breacher, Rest in Peace, Swords to Plowshares, cut all of these, cut Peacekeeper because it just isn't going to be good here. Let's trim a Charming Prince because it's also just not great. Try that. I'm a big fan of the Delver matchup. I think it's one of the most fun matchups to play, to be honest. I know it sounds crazy considering we just got beat by it game 1, but... Also, it feels really weird to say, but you can really feel the difference in power between the Brainstorm decks and the non-Brainstorm decks. Which were, or not Brainstorm, but the non-cantrip decks and then the cantrip decks. Like, yeah, we can draw through our deck pretty well when we're going off, but like if we're not going off, we don't have the digging power like other blue decks do. Also, another thing to note here. We, sorry, I spaced for a second. Another thing to note is, so with Force of Will, at least when I was playing before, in matchups like this, where they were going to be very card... The number of cards we have is important. We never want to expend... We want to minimize the 2-for-1s as much as possible. In that time, that meant in matchups like this, we would cut the Force of Wills and use them more as like combo matchup killers as opposed to anything else. So I'm taking this with the same mentality. Now again, I'm not nearly as up to date with Legacy as I am Modern. So I don't know if this is right or not to do. I'm going to keep... Unfortunately, this is going to be another hand that we're just not going to have black mana, probably. Ponder, sure. I also didn't bring in a wasteland this game. Okay. So, fetch, island, fetch, plains, meddling mage, daze me one time. Nope. All right, let's go. Dread Horde. It's Arcanist, right? Yeah, Arcanist. We could just name Lightning Bolt or Force of Will, but I don't know. I think they might be coming at this matchup the same way we are with taking out the forces. Channeling, all right. I cannot redirect. I wish I knew why you were being so slow, MTGO. Yep. Let's get... I don't think Soul Herder is going to be long for the world here. Let's get Plague Engineer. Let's go to one to name humans with. Young Pyromancer, okay. Please be a Delver. Damn. I was really hoping it was going to be a Delver. This tells me they have a Force of Will ready for our Plague Engineer, which is quite unfortunate. Opposition Agent, alright. We could have brainstormed first, I guess, but... that is very, very unfortunate. Yeah, if they attack for 2, we take 2. If they attack with all of it, we block the Young Pyromancer, obviously. They have 4 cards in hand. Alright, Skyclave. Alright. We're down to 2 cards. True name. Shit. Alright, well, that's unfortunate because we're going to have to name... We're going to have to get another... I have to get another fucking whatchamahoosit and... name fucking Merfolk. Actually, I should have put the land back, right? That's inconvenient. Yep. Finally get you off the fucking table. Alright, this True Name Nemesis will be a problem. Confirmed. Fuck me. Yep. Alright, I need Plague Engineer off the top. Yep. Yep. So we're dead to a bolt. One chance. Nope, that's it. Alright, yep. We got nothing in our deck that can beat this thing at instant speed. The only card we have in our deck that can beat it is Plague Engineer. Alrighty, on the draw for game 4 with a fine hand. This kind of feels like this is going to be a turn 2 Charming Prince just to scry. Obviously, this is another hand that's a great case of if we had a Vial. Oh, no. Okay. This makes me feel like we're going to be playing against Pox. No. If we die, we die. Scry 2. Bottom. Looking for lands in all the wrong places. Okay, so this makes me feel like they are the lands. They're another Dark Depths deck? Does that feel accurate? Nope, that's not what they are. If it resolves, I'm naming Oko, I think. you ask me what's the card I named the oh, Ice Fang Coatl. Holy shit. Yeah, we're about to get Coatl here, aren't we? No, no Coatl? I mean, yay, we didn't get Coatl, but... Alright, now that I know they're not Dark Depths, we're just going to try Soul Herder next turn, I think. Just try to start scrying. Another Prismatic Vista. No? Okay. So they got to cast it this time. Okay. Okay. Yep. Boom. Yep. Yep. All right. So this stops their combo. But that doesn't mean we win the game. Nice. Yep. It's whatever. Mm-hmm. Interesting to see what's in their hand. Beautiful. Vial. Valky. Boom. Yep, you can look at my hand. See nothing that you can take. Okay. Okay. Boom. That's a beautiful draw right there. Cavern Harpy and 2 unknown. Oko. You saw I had Force of Will. I don't know what your plan was there. So, Aetherswarm Canonist, Skyclave Apparition, Force of Negation, Hull Breacher. Swords to Plowshares isn't bad. Peacekeeper, not going to be relevant here. Flicker Wisp, I don't think is good. I guess technically Plague Engineer is not bad. Cut Venser, it's a little expensive. I'm going to trim a Strix, trim a Prince. Be lazy. Let's submit at 61. I do that way too often, I'm aware. Oof. I think we have to mulligan. No, I'm going to keep it. They mulligan. I'm going to keep it. If Aether Vial survives, we're in great shape. If it doesn't, we're in bad shape. But that's life. Sweet. Come on, deck. Show me a little love. Yes. I mean, that is technically another land. I'll admit that. If they play Oko here, we lose. Just for the record. Oh, Uro's annoying, but it's fine. Okay. Force Negation's not terrible. Start there. Scry 2. Doesn't matter because we're going to take the Flooded Strand. No, we're not taking you up yet. Mm-hmm. I bottomed it like a freaking moron. Oh my god. Recruiter of the Guard? Sure. Hull breachy. Alright, we're going up to 3 now. Marsh flats, eh? Alright. Alright, so because of Vial, we're doubled up on ways to get rid of Uros. No. Yes. Well, Brainstorm is the prime example of a card that we might risk it with. Boom. Resolves. Yep. Alright. I mean, not gonna sit here and act like my hand's perfect, but they are at 1. So that feels pretty good. Also, I've got double forces. Yep. Double forces, Skyclave Evaporation. I feel pretty good about this game. There we go. Yep, got there. Alright, on to the final round. Alright. Final round. On the play. Our opponent's got a reanimator thing, so I'm a little nervous we might be playing this reanimator. I'm going to keep this hand. No, I'm not. Am I? I guess I am. I'm going to keep it, but I don't feel good about it. Like, what? No, I said play the land. I mean, I don't have a way of stopping that, so it happens. Am I gonna fucking die? Listen, there's a lot of things I've not felt good about in my life, but this is reaching high up there. Yeah, we getting rid of that thing. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with the energy that we have created in the building today. Yep, especially now this became a 4/4 construct, and yeah, I don't know how to beat this card. Oh, and they have another fucking ornithopter. Did I just concede? I think I just concede. I don't know how we're beating Oko. Let's just go with the next game. Alright, so Swords of Plowshare seems good. Rest in Peace also sounds good. All of this plus this sounds really good. Lavina doesn't sound terrible. Charming Prince, on the other hand, does. Peacekeeper also doesn't sound too good. Flickerwish doesn't look too good. Venser looks expensive and overpriced. What's that? 63 cards? Maybe Swords to Plowshares, we don't need the extra. Maybe we trim Hull Breacher? Try that? I don't know. This feels like a very bad matchup for us to be hitting here at the end of the night. I mean, if we had creatures, I might consider keeping that hand, but we don't. Alright, this hand's much better. I will keep this one. And I'm going to put Recruiter to the bottom. I'm just getting Tundra. If we got Wasteland to punish me, then they got me. Springless Drum. Ornithopter. Falcon Mox Opal. I feel like we gotta get rid of her since we don't have an answer. That's a fucking problem. We have 3 lands in our deck that can't cast Lavinia, and we just drew one of them. Oh, yay. We're about to get fucking wastelanded, too. Okay. Yeah, we're looking like we're in great shape here. All right. Attack for 1. Yep, there's nothing we can do. We can't. We got nothing on 1. I think this game's over because they're just going to keep us tapped down. And yeah, we can put Lavinia into play, but the damage is already done. Yep. Now, we'll probably be using that Force Negation. Yep. Boom. Boom. Yep. No, we're gonna let him tap it. No pump. I am utterly surprised that we won that game from that spot. If you would have asked me if what I thought our chances of winning from that position were, I would have told you 0. I guess their hand was full of 0 costs, because that's the only thing I think of with Lavinia in play. Yeah, I guess because they had the Thorn and the Sphere of Resistance, maybe they were too expensive for them to play themselves. Yeah, we're gonna need to put in. We're gonna need to hit Esper Vial and counter spells in this game to only have a chance. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this deck has been absolutely one of my favorite decks I've played in a very long time in Legacy. What the hell? I'll say, did we just crash? Alright, that was really weird. Sorry about that, guys. I could have took Peacekeeper out. I totally fucking forgot about that. I'm unsideboarded? Wait, what? Hold on. Whoa, wait, why am I unsideboarded? Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Wow. Alright, well, I think that's game over. They are at 7, we're at 4. Yeah, this isn't looking good for us. Yeah, I don't really know what the hell to say. No. I guess from here we could be in pretty good shape, I guess. Swords. Yeah, let's go and brainstorm. Boom. I mean, not really wanting any of those cards on top. Sure. Fuck. And we'll get scrub points. Okay. Sure. Let's go ahead and sort it. Yep. Yes, I'll use. Yes, I'll put it in play. Yes, I'll activate its ability. Yes, I'll get Skyclave Apparition. Yes, your tap resolves. Always no, always yield. Alright. Go rid of the card I'm scared of on the field. So I'm wrong. I'd love to get rid of this too, but unfortunately this is a bigger concern, or this is a bigger concern at the moment. Okay. Oko. Fucking, of course, we got Oko. Hell yeah, we got Oko. If I was them, I'd elk their own thing and start going to town. Because we're in a losing match right now. We are definitely about to be the losers. And sometimes you're incredibly unlucky. We're not going to attack because we can't attack in this Ornithopter. We've got to draw another Skyclave Apparition to get rid of this. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we got like one turn. Or a Palace Jailer, at least to get rid of this, buys us a turn. Sure. Irrelevant Mox Opal. Yeah, attack for 7. Just 4 is even better. Cool. Also cool. Well, unfortunately, we just got to draw stuff, so here goes nothing with Brainstorm. No fucking blue source. Well, on the bright side, we almost technically have a chance at doing something here. Almost. Yep. I mean, this is obviously the part where the game where we're just dead. Like them drawing Oko was the end of the game. This card single-handedly wins them the game from here. It's just it doesn't even matter because we just draw a dead card on top anyway. I guess they have to elk the Peacekeeper, right? Oh my god, stop wasting time, opponent. Just... Oh my god, I hate this so much. I'm just going to concede. I'm not going to waste my time. We still got the 3-2, which is better than nothing. Alright, so that was an interesting league. The deck felt really good. Definitely, I think it's my new favorite Legacy deck. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, we definitely had some issues in certain spots. Again, I don't know. The game crashed and then unsideboarded me, so that was super annoying. Yeah. Don't really know what to say about that, but yeah. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, go to the subscribe button. Let me know if you guys want to see more Legacy content. Definitely interested in playing more Legacy, especially right now. Well, yes, in Legacy, Oko exists, and Oko sucks. But in Modern, there's so many things that are just miserable to play against right now. Like, I'm so tired of that stupid freaking mono red prowess. That's just so annoying. Or the blue red prowess with Storm against D. And then you got the Titan The Titan decks that are just frustrating to play against. All that stuff. There's a lot of stuff that's just not fun to play against in Modern right now. And so, yeah. Especially with the new stuff from Kaldheim, the Emrakul and Tybalt stuff. So, but yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.